Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. And yes, if you haven't read the title, can you guess what I'm doing today? Well, in this ever quest of owning a Focus ST, unlike many people, I've started to get, if you look here, the tiniest little bit of water collecting in the back of the car. Now, occasionally it's a little bit, occasionally it's over here, sometimes it's over here. So as you can see, I've taken the trim out of the back because I'm basically trying to work out where it's coming from. Now, yeah, everybody says on these cars that they leak through the grommets, well, not the grommets, the rubber seals that are on the back of these screws. Mine may have perished. I've ordered some new ones, but I've also been told that these areas here, mine are a bit grubby because I've been pouring water over them. The water can get in through these cracking, basically. They can also get in through the tops of here, because apparently it cracks along there or on the seal underneath there. Those I may look at a later date because I'm thinking about ripping them out and respraying them. But basically today's video, I'm going to be taking the rear lights out, putting some sealant up in here, some sealant along the lines here. But as I say, mine don't actually look bad, and I did wonder if it was to do with the boot rubber, but I don't know. Some days, like I say, the car's condensated, but that's obviously, I get in and out of it when it's raining. But like, I dried all this yesterday, and we obviously had rain overnight, and you know, the car's not been anywhere. Yeah, so join with me as I do the exciting thing of putting some sealant on them. But first off, I'm going to take the lights out. Right, as you would have seen in my previous videos, many times, you undo these two screws to unclip the light, and obviously you do that to change the bulbs in the car. One thing I would suggest, if you've got a spare 6 or 7 quid, go and buy one of these. They're magnetic, and that's it. You don't lose your stuff, basically. Yeah, I don't know what's really necessary with all this stuff in the car. That's obviously my rear parking sensors. But yeah, these lights, once the screws are out, they basically pop up. The wiring goes into the back of the bulbs, which I will undo. But these are the bits that people say leak. See if I can get my camera in there. Meh, they do look a bit perished, but as I say, I've done tests on them, and the water doesn't come in the car. It's really, really random. But I'll unscrew this light, put them in the back of the car for safety, and have a look. Right, so both the rear lights are out. I've laid them in the back of the car. I've taken these grommets out just to make sure they're okay. They're perfectly fine. I've given them a clean on both sides, put them back in, just made sure. These little things, I thought, oh, I'll pop them out and have a quick look, but I literally put my, if you've not got any of these, order some now, right? The trim remover tools. You can buy them online for like £5 or £6. But if you look, the minute I put it under, you can see the clear plastic is going white. It's getting stressed. So I'm not going to lift these out until I've bought some new ones. Now, I've had a quick look on a well-known marketplace, and they vary $7.99 a pair for like $1.99 a pair. So I'm going to order some up because I know the minute I lift them, I'm going to break them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sealant just around the top part there, because obviously the theory is the water runs down and goes around in this gully and out. Whilst the sun's out, yeah, you can see all of the STs do this, and I think that one looks cracked there and there. So I've actually got some black sealant, so you know, before I get the roof cut off and a carbon one put on, I think I'm just going to put some sealant across the top of these, run it all the way around here as best I can. Under the hinge there is also a well-known spot. I may see if I can just pop the ends of these off or just compact some sealant in there, but stuff in my cup of tea. Normally I don't leave or have hot stuff in the car. I don't even eat in the car, obviously because of the condensation and stuff. But yeah, one thing I am going to do is take the boot rubber off, take this bit of trim out just to make sure no water's been coming in and under there. Now in theory water won't travel uphill, but it does some marvellous things. Yeah, so this bit is all held in with these, and this is where these tools are invaluable, because you can put them under, circulate them around, keep going, and then you should, in theory, oh, camera works bad, be able to pop it out. It'll probably go flying, but yeah, that's how you take the stuff out. And in theory, says me, the last one doesn't want to come out like that. Comes out, and you can reuse them like the other ones. I'm not sure if this is held in. Yeah, it's just pushed on. It's probably never been out in a million years. You should be able to see it's dusty, which means obviously no water's gone along. If you look along the top of the lip here, I don't know why. See, somebody has obviously put some kind of sealant on before. And if you look at the rubber, there is the odd split, but there's no water trail. You'd think you'd see a water line, but look at that. Right, I'm going to get my vacuum. Give it all clean, give that a bit of treatment. Generally not too bad. As I say, you'd normally, that's probably about 1 kilo of weight in the car. I did contemplate removing this. If you'd have seen my Toyota Carina that I had before, that I was changing into a touring car, I spent many a days removing the soundproofing. Yeah, but let's get cleaning this bit up first. Right, so I've tried to clean as much as I can. There's still a few little bits inside, but I'm just wondering whether they put that on to hold this on, or whether they thought maybe the water was running down in this and going inside there, because there's 2 join lines, top and the bottom. So yeah, I may put some sealant along there, but I've given this a quick vacuum and a quick wipe. I'm just about to put something on there. Had a quick look, it's just nothing basically. And then obviously I will move up to here and try and do these. And I've got an understanding, having looked it up, these are actually double taped on. So I may, excuse the sniffy nose, I may just try and lift this and put a tiny bit of sealant there and down and around there. It's not going to be easy because the sealant I ordered hasn't showed up. Doing a bit of gardening as well. Yeah, so the sealant I ordered hasn't showed up, thanks to a well-known bad delivery company. So I've been to the local hardware store and bought this. Now, the one I ordered was a very small tube because it was more handleable. And this one may be a bit overkill, but I will see what I can do for you. Alright, so I've got this set up in the gun. Can you see the tip? I've cut it ever so slightly, not shyly. Well, some would say shyly. But yeah, as I say, I'm just going to put a bead along here. And I must get my rubber gloves so then I can run them flat. And then I will put a little bit around the top of there until I can get some replacement ones. But the main purpose is to do under here and this and what these I believe to be cracks. So it's going to be a bit difficult to film because there's only me, myself and I here, so I think I'll crack on and show you the results. Here we go. Now don't hate me for this, but I've basically put a tiny lining all the way along on either side and the underside, just in case it was coming down here and getting in between there. As I say, the collection was happening here and here. I didn't want to do it, but I've put a tiny bit on there. Obviously the idea being when I remove these and replace them, I can just peel that little bit off. I've not done the grommet there because that seems fine. That one seems fine. I've done the same on this one. I've put a tiny bead across the top of here and I've pushed it in on this bit that looked like it was cracked, and a tiny little bit under the tail end. This I've kind of plastered on because it was really cracked. I don't know what to do about the future use of that. And again, I've done the same on the other side. Just a tiny weeny bit. Tiny bit there. Tiny bit around here, although I didn't think anything about this leaking. I've put a tiny bit across there. Let's try and get the camera in the right place. Again, I've pushed it underneath there by lifting it a tiny bit. And obviously put along the join line there and along there. And again, I've done in and around here and up under there. Now obviously it's not going to look like panel sealant, and it's not going to look like I've been working in a bathroom, but yeah, the idea being, as I said, it was just the tiniest of drops that was collected in there. All I've got left to do on this little bit is give that a little bit of treatment, which I will go and do in a minute, and then that will pretty much conclude the video. Sniffing still. There we go, all back together, lights in. That's pretty much taken, I think. I've put this back on. I've not put the carpet back in, and I've not put the rear wheel well carpets back on. I have left a cloth in the corner, just basically, rather than run a water test on it now, I'm going to let it dry even more and see what it's like in a day or two. So yeah, hopefully that is fixed. I just put a bit in the corner there. I put a bit of QRS treatment on it. Like I say, it's only one of the brackets. Yeah, just going to see how it... Oh, windy. Just going to see how it goes, basically. But I got a suspicion it was these, but I'm going to order these little bits anyway. The screws with the grommets built in. Cut my lawn, and yeah, pretty much it really. Sniffing away still. I have had a look at the door because the door was squeaking, but I didn't film it. All I've basically done was took the door card off and tightened up every bolt on there, and two of those. But again, part of it is because probably I run a stiffer chassis than most people. It just oscillates and vibrates, but yeah, right, let's go and cut the rear lawn. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. I never push subscription on the channel, I just film what I'm doing, and if you like it, you like it, if you don't, you don't. But yeah, it's always welcome for somebody to leave a comment and see what they think about what I'm doing. Still not put my front splitter on. Yeah, one day. Right, so that pretty much concludes it for the video, and I will get back to you in a week or two as to whether the car has remained dry inside. Probably not, it's probably something totally different now, but there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Wow.